Hey, Jen here. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I am going to just sort of talk about something that's on my mind this morning. And I guess it's not super different, it's just a little less organized, I guess. Anyway, I have noticed that people are very much in fight mode lately, to the point where they're even fighting with people who basically agree with them, maybe just nitpicking about the details. Um, anyway, I'm Jen Kunkel. I'm the founder of the Wild Worth Method to help you stop feeling insignificant, invisible, and unfulfilled, and instead unleash your wild, savvy self, where you know exactly who you are, what you stand for, and what you want your life to look like, and you're taking purposeful, inspired action towards that life, and most importantly, you're enjoying the journey. So really, what's in my heart is that I want to help people feel good about themselves, feel worthy, feel valued, feel important. And not in a fake, superficial way, but in a real, deep way from the deep within, from within their heart. Because the reason this is important to me is because I went years feeling like I was not important. I grew up feeling unimportant. Honestly, I don't even think it occurred to me that I could feel important, or maybe even that I maybe should feel important. It just, it's really hard to explain unless you are experiencing it. So if you're there, then you probably know what I mean, or maybe you don't, because I didn't even know. Like, that's how I just felt like inferior to everyone else. And I don't know if that word was in my mind. I think it was just a sense of not feeling important at all and not even being able to put it in those words. So anyway, the whole reason I'm doing all of this is because I don't want other people to feel that way, and I want to help pull them out of that feeling. Or if it, it doesn't even have to be that deep. Maybe just the snagging feeling. Maybe you've kind of progressed a little bit and you're feeling, a little insignificant in your life. Anyway, back to my topic of what I was thinking about this morning, that people seem to be in this fight mode where they're just kind of on edge. Everyone's kind of on edge. Um, the, I didn't really want to make any of these videos political, but just to acknowledge the world that we're living in today, it seems like there's a lot of tension and division politically. And I mean, I don't even really like that word, because it's it's not just politics, it's things that affect our day-to-day life, the decisions that our leaders make, and the way that we choose to accept them or not accept them. Because in the US, it's government by the people. So, or it's supposed to be. And it kind of seems like that's not really how it's working out so much. And a lot of that has happened, I think, because most of us just want to live our lives and, have the opportunities to pursue our dreams and the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, that old saying. Most of us just want to be left alone, follow the rules and pay our taxes and do our part and all of that. And, some contribute to charities, some don't. And, that's basically, we don't get too involved, most of us. And things have kind of started coming to a head to the point where, we feel like, a lot of us feel like our freedoms are being infringed upon in ways that are not okay. And, I guess we're kind of just, everyone is so in conflict with the way that we're looking in the world. It seems like there's two very polarized sides, and not everyone is so polarized, and I'm not even sure that most of us, just average people, are as polarized as it seems like we are. Because it's, I think most of us, most of the masses, just want to have the opportunities that we've always had and the freedoms that we've always had, that we're used to, and not, having those things threatened, or just disagreeing on how to proceed, how to go about getting things back to normal, is really causing a lot of friction between people and conflict between people, and everyone's just kind of on edge. So I've noticed that if you don't communicate, it's like a communication issue. If you have a little bit of a miscommunication, or somebody doesn't quite understand what your point is right off the bat, people are very quick to be triggered if they don't just completely see things the way you're seeing them, even if you mostly see things the way you're seeing them. And it occurred to me the other day, actually, that miscommunication could be some sort of like evil demon that is intruding on our lives, and it's causing chaos, because even the smallest misunderstandings are creating just this back and forth bickering, especially with social media. It's so easy to just pop off at somebody, and then, like, I've had a couple of people do that to me, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm actually agreeing with you. We're not actually disagreeing here. I just maybe threw in a different element that you weren't even considering, or, I said that sarcastically and you thought I was being literal, or you just, you skimmed over this and didn't realize what I was actually saying. So everybody seems really on edge. I guess I just want to put this out there to say, be aware of what's really going on. Take a step back, step out of the chaos, get some calm in your life. And I know it can be hard, and really, reevaluate how you want to respond to people, even if you do disagree with them. Because I've had people I've disagreed with that I didn't like the way, I thought, wow, that's unlike you. And I've said something to them in a kind and gentle way, and it's actually been well received, even sometimes surprisingly, because sometimes I thought, this isn't going to go over well, but I guess that's okay. So, and actually, sometimes it does. So, and then some people just aren't great at communicating in a gentle way. I used to not be. I wasn't very tactful in the past. I was very blunt and abrasive, and I actually have seen that happen too, where somebody makes a great point, points out something that everybody else seems to have missed, and because it wasn't said in a kind, gentle way, people got very defensive about it, which is very sad, because sure, the person could say, maybe you could say it in a better way, but maybe that's just not what happened, So don't ignore the message because you don't like the way it was delivered. Maybe take a step back and say, hey, wait a minute, maybe that was a good point. Anyway, just something to think about. Don't let those miscommunication demons get in your head and create the division and chaos that they want to create. You have to be more centered. If you're more centered, then those miscommunication demons cannot get inside your head. So let's strive for that. And some of us will be better at it than others will, and that's okay. So the ones that are better at it can kind of cut the other people some slack. All right, how's that sound? I think that sounds like a good deal. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Much love. And remember, you're more powerful than you know. Have a great day.